I'm Steve Benford, obviously from Horizon, Professor in Computer Science and in the Mixed Reality Lab here at Nottingham. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about Horizon's media campaign. The notion of campaigns is kind of something that was written as one of the key mechanisms in the Horizon follow-on fund proposal. And the idea of a campaign is to take a portfolio of projects and kind of run them together in quite an intensive burst of time and do it in such a way that they become thematically linked, that they become technically linked, so they might rely on common platforms and tools, and that they probably address a common sectors within the digital economy as well. So to sort of give a collection of projects a focus that hopefully will make the sum greater than the parts in terms of impact, certainly, and the way that that feeds back into research. So the media campaign is the first of 3 campaigns that Horizon will run, and I guess we're a bit of a pathfinder for understanding how this idea might work and what it might look like. This convergence of digital media, what you might think of as being essentially physical products and online services, and thinking about how those things are kind of already coming together to create experiences, part of the experience economy. And I guess what we're looking to do is accelerate that process. Part of this is about using data and personal data to make those personalised experiences as well. Our starting point in pretty much all these projects, in one way or another, is to think about digital media, possibly music, possibly animation, VR, film, video, and then to start to think about how it connects to the physical world of products, physical objects and places and settings, how it might become more service-like, and to try and envisage future forms of more personal experience. So that's the overarching goal that we were trying to get at. The particular sector, I guess, we're focusing on as a result of that is very much on the creative industries. So, if there is a part of the digital economy we're targeting here, it's those folks who are trying to create new experiences for people kind of culturally, and that's our particular kind of target sector. External people coming to us, artists with ideas of things that they want to make, creative visions for what an experience could be. And our first role in Horizon is to react to that technologically, to try and help them make those things to the point where they can go in front of the public. So at that point, our role is making stuff. We're part of the creative team, often working for the artistic folks. So through being on the inside of the process to document their rationale. Why did they make this thing this way? And their process, how did they make it? And the audience response, what happened when people tried it out and what did they think? So we get a really thick description of what these new creative experiences are like, why they were made, how they actually worked. The next step is to achieve some kind of generalisation, to try and tell the rest of the world. Why would the average computer scientist care about this? So that's where we try and generalise concepts for the HCI community, design frameworks, new principles such as trajectories, uncomfortable interactions and things like that we've written about. And also tools and platforms, increasingly for impact, that we might give to the community so they can make new stuff for themselves. One of the powerful things about running a media campaign is that by having a portfolio of works, we should be able to reflect across, generalise more deeply than often we would. We kind of group the projects into 2 camps. Performing data projects, that was our term for projects that were most definitely artist-led, that came to us from people who wanted to make a performance or an installation. The mechanism was we would usually have an artist residency to get it going. Connected media projects were a bit more from us pushing out to the industry, so a bit more where we had tools and platforms. We wanted to release them and get people to use them. Connected media projects are more about what might you or I be able to do to connect together digital media with other stuff to make things. Impact, obviously quite a lot through touring, press, the partnerships are key. Perhaps we need to think more about this, success in terms of releasing stuff online or shipping prototype products out to people. Most industries are clued up to the role of data from their consumers in thinking about how that shapes future products. And I think it's an interesting question as to what extent an artistic practice is. And I think that now through the media campaign, now we've taken a step up and we're routinely delivering work that goes to potentially tens of thousands of people if we think what happens as VR Playground now tours and various other work. You know, we're seeing tens of thousands of people go through it. I think there's a real question as to what value is that to artists? How will that shape their creative practice? And I think that's a question that we can probably explore, you know, for the first time that we haven't looked at before.